See, look at that, my dear students. Today we will take first lesson, second lesson, ideas of development, and the subtopic is about comparison of states with income and other criteria. Comparison of states with income and other criteria. See, this is the point. This is the subtopic. See, one thing is clear. We need to compare states and countries. We look at why should we compare? To know about the economic status, economic position of various countries, we need to compare the nations and states. So when you are comparing, income is being used. Income is only the factor to take. Then what is that? What is income? Income is nothing but national income. Income is nothing but national income. What is national income? The total value of final goods and services produced in a country in a year. So this is called national income, nothing but GDP, gross domestic production. So national income of India cannot be compared with the national income of Sri Lanka, because here Sri Lanka's population and India's population is different. So that when population is different from country to country, definitely I can say that the income criteria cannot be used. Then what is to be used? So there we can take average income. Average income. What is average income? National income divided by total population. So average income, nothing but per capita income. We call per capita income. What we call this? Per capita income. What is per capita income? How can we get per capita income? Total income of the country divided by the number of people. It's nothing but personal income. It is nothing but per capita. It is nothing but personal income. So that per capita income can be used. It is being used, and it is considered as important criteria. So sometimes you are facing a question: why should we take this per capita income is an important criteria? So because it shows about real standard of life of people. When per capita income increases, people and their purchasing power will be increased. So when per capita income increases, automatically its position also increases. That's the point. It represents the total income of the country, how it is divided among the people. And so when per capita income increases, automatically position of the person also will be increased. That's why per capita income, nothing but average income, is being used by many nations and even countries, even national organizations, international organizations, when they are comparing nations and states. This is the point number one. But per capita income has its own, it's a good indicator. Averages are really nice indicator, useful for comparison. But it is not always correct, because it doesn't give real picture of the country, state or person. Because just with one example you can prove that. Here country X, country Y, imagine that there are two countries, and imagine that there are five members in the there are 5 members in the country X, another 5 members in the country Y. Person 1, person 2, person 3, person 4, person 5. If you see that 9,500 first person, 10,500 second person, 9,800 third person, 10,000 fourth person, 10,200 fifth person. If you take average income, that is about 10,000. Average income 10,000. If you take country Y, here also there are 5 members, imagine that 5 members are there in the country. First person income 500, second person income 500, third person income 500, fourth person income 500, and fifth person income 48,000. See, income of 4 members is about 500. Each one is able to get 500. Fifth one having the income of 48,000. 48,000, that is, sorry. 48,000 income, 48,000. So see, if you take here average is 10,000, here also average 10,000. But based on the average income, what we say, this average income is taken as a criteria, important criteria. What conclusion that we can give? We can conclude that country X and Y both equally developed. But in reality, if you take X, country X, incomes of all the individuals are similar. If you take country Y, only one member income is 48,000. But remaining people and their incomes are very, very low, 500. So income of fifth person is given as income of remaining people. So here according to this one average income, this one having 10,000, this one is having 10,000, this one is having 10,000, here also 10,000. So how can you say that the four members, even though their income is very less, how can you say that their income is 10,000? How can you compare? If you are comparing with this particular average income, can you get real data, real picture of the person? No. So what is to be done? Average income. If you take this table, country X is developed than country Y, right? Here there are large number of people are poor. Here most of the people are equally developed. See that? So that you are interested to live in country X, not country Y. This is the very, very important aspect that we need to look in. So country X, country Y, according to per capita income or average income, equally developed country. But in reality, country X is developed than the country Y. This is the point number one. Sir, if you take a similar thing when you are comparing our states, just look at that. If you are going to compare, just look at that. You take another table. Here. This is table number 2. Table number 2 or graph number. Table number 1, right? Here this remain. With income we are comparing the states. With income we are comparing the states. Example, imagine that there are 3 states. We take nation. First one is Haryana. Second one is Himachal Pradesh. Third one is Bihar. See, this is about the way how. You take just per capita income or average income. Look at that. Average income. Haryana's average income is 2,15,000 rupees. Average income. Average is nothing but the income of a person in a year. So Himachal Pradesh income is 1,82,000 rupees. And income of the Bihar is 66,000 rupees. So according to this, if you observe the rank, among all the states, I know that there are 28 states plus 9 union territories. Among all the states, Haryana rank is 7. Account income, Haryana rank is 7. And Himachal Pradesh rank is 12. Bihar rank is 33. Look at that. So least rank, lowest rank can be seen for Bihar, of course, common, because it's having very less income. It's having very less income. So that automatically rank also will be very low. Income is more in Haryana, so its rank is 7 among all the states that are there in the country. See, among all the states that are there in the country, states and even we have taken union territories under calculation, right? So according to this one, Haryana is first position according to this particular 3 states among 3 states, and second position goes to Himachal Pradesh, the last position goes to Bihar. So if you take per capita income, we can conclude that we can say that per capita, according to per capita income or average income, Haryana is most important state, advanced region where people are earning more, their incomes are more, and coming to their the life standard, living standard is also good. This is one opinion that we are getting. It comes to Himachal Pradesh is lower to Haryana. Even if you take Bihar, which is very, very backward state, even people not able to purchase things what they require. Here comparison, if you want to compare with income, only income that's taken, if you take that one, definitely people, their conditions may be good. It shows as good. All the conditions of Haryana, people of Haryana, good than other two states. And talking about Bihar, literally worst state where people even not able to get what are things that they require. Their purchasing level is very low. This is one table. If you take another table, another area, you can take another important area. Some other factors will be taken. Just like look at that. Again, you take three states. There are three. Imagine that there are three states. Okay. Same thing, that is Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Bihar. If you look at this one, infant mortality rate. You take infant mortality. What is infant mortality rate? Infant mortality rate. Number of children who die before the age of 1 year. Infant mortality rate. The number of children who die before the age of 1 year, out of 1,000 born alive. Out of 1,000 born alive. See, look at that. IMR. See here. IMR. If you look at IMR, out of 1,000 children born, 36 children who are losing their life in Haryana, 28 children losing their life in Himachal Pradesh, 42 children losing their life in Bihar. If you take next one is the literacy rate. Literacy rate, if you take literacy rate, Haryana's literacy rate is 77% out of 100. And Himachal Pradesh percentage 84. Look at that, 84% of people are here. And 64% that is there in Bihar, literacy rate. Again, one more important, gross enrollment ratio. This point is to be gross enrollment ratio. Number of children who are enrolled in the school, whose names are registered in the school. Percentage of total percentage of children who are enrolled in the school, in the sense whose names are registered in the school. Gross enrollment ratio. If you look at that, enrollment ratio is 61%. 61%. Enrollment ratio in here 83%. Enrollment rate in Bihar is 43%. 43%. Basing on this, what conclusion that we are doing? Haryana, but it takes income. Haryana is top. In its income, it is good. Having good, better position, better living standard, people are able to purchase. But it comes other criterions, other indicators like infant mortality rate or interest rate or GER. What GER? Gross enrollment ratio. Gross enrollment ratio. This point is important point. Gross enrollment ratio. So if you look at that, out of 1,000 children born alive who are going to lose their life, 36 children are here. 36. When 36 is, but it is 28. But the income of the Himachal Pradesh is very low. Just 1,82,000. This is per capita income. 1,08,000, but it is 2,15,000. Haryana per capita income is more, but mortality rate is more. When more income is there, mortality rate must be low. But here literacy rate is 77. Here literacy rate is 84. Here enrollment, less number of children are enrolled in school, their names in the school. Here more number of children are. are enrolled their names in the school. Basing on this, what conclusion that you can get? What idea you are getting? Of course, Bihar is having less income, more number of deaths are there, literacy also very low, and its total enrollment ratio also very low. Enrollment ratio also very low. But when income is more, it should be everything. It should be better now. Income of Haryana is more. That what does mean? Everything must be more. Everything must be nice. Education, health, sanitation, whatever that area you are taking, as income is more. That's why what kind of idea you are getting? Income is not only the average income is not only the criteria that is to be taken when you are comparing the states. Other areas also must be taken into consideration. Then only we will get a complete picture regarding this. So, basing on this table, which state is advanced state? Basing on this table, Himachal Pradesh, nice state. State administration is good. There are many things being done. Many facilities are being provided, and the wealth is equally distributed. No rich, no poor. That's the conditions are. Health is good, education is good. How things are going on here compared to the Haryana. Their incomes of few individuals may be more, but it shows as more income. Average income also good. But whereas other areas, what about the other areas which are totally neglected? My point is here, you cannot take only average income when you are talking something. Of course, we have been observing there are people around us, their income levels are more, but the way they are using the money that is for health, that's important. If income is more, you are spending more on health and all, that cannot say that development. If there is no education, that cannot be called a development. Education must be there, health must be there, sanitation must be there. All these three areas where individuals or families must be fine. So then only we can say that a region, somewhat advanced region. So that it's not correct to take only average income. That is proved here. Here it is proved. Even income is more in Haryana, things not better. Here it is income is less in Himachal Pradesh, but things are better. Many areas they are able. That's why that shows about the ability, governing capacity, and states their strength and their administrative process. This is the way how actually things going on. So that's why, my dear students, we can conclude that there are other aspects are to be taken into consideration when you are going to give a real developmental picture of a person in any state. Thank you.